Do not move to Carolina Beach, North Carolina. I'm serious. If you're thinking about living on this little island paradise, maybe you should pump the brakes. Because behind the palm trees and the surfboards, Carolina Beach has its own set of problems. You have hurricanes, flooding, and tourist traffic that will drive you crazy. Let's not forget, you're living on a barrier island, which comes with its own risk that most people do not realize. Stick around, because I'm going to share all the reasons that people regret moving to Carolina Beach. And by the end, you will either decide it's not for you, or you'll be calling me to schedule a property tour today. I'm Kevin Millard, a local real estate agent here in coastal North Carolina. Make sure to grab my free Wilmington relocation guide in the description below. It covers Carolina Beach as well, and it's a really great resource to have. All right, let's jump in. Tourist traffic and summer chaos. Let's start with the obvious, traffic. Carolina Beach is an island, which means limited ways in and out. And in the summer, forget it. Beachgoers flood in, day trippers clog the bridge, and parking lots can overflow. What should be a 5-minute drive to grab groceries turns into a 25 minutes of stop and go frustration. Living in a vacation town means you're sharing your streets, your restaurants, and your grocery aisles with tourists. And trust me, when it's July and you just want some peace and quiet, that gets old very fast. Maybe you're thinking, okay, traffic's rough in the summer, but at least I'll be living at the beach year-round, right? Well, let's talk about what that really means. Barrier island problems. Carolina Beach is a barrier island. That sounds exotic, but here's the reality. Barrier islands are the first line of defense against storms. That means hurricanes hit hard. You have high winds, storm surge, and flooding. And because the land is narrow, there's nowhere for water to go. Heavy rain can leave whole neighborhoods underwater. It's not just inconvenient, it can be dangerous, and it drives insurance costs through the roof. Flooding and insurance costs. Living at the beach means paying for it, literally. Flood insurance is practically unavoidable in Carolina Beach. Even homes that sit up higher can still fall in a flood zone. And flood insurance isn't cheap. It can add thousands per year to your housing budget. Wind and hail coverage, also extra. So if you're moving here and you think it's affordable, think again. If this is giving you the real story about Carolina Beach, make sure to hit that like button. It helps me out and it helps more people find this video. Also, make sure to subscribe. I've got more honest breakdowns of Wilmington and the surrounding beach towns coming your way. Limited shopping and everyday convenience. Living at the beach sounds amazing until you realize that Carolina Beach doesn't have everything you need. There's a food line, a handful of shops, and some beachy restaurants. But if you need Target, Costco, or a big hospital, you're going to be driving into Wilmington. With traffic on the bridge, that quick errand becomes a whole adventure. So if you're the kind of person who wants convenience, island living may not be the right fit. Hurricanes and evacuations. Every few years, Carolina Beach faces evacuation orders. Packing up, boarding windows, and moving cars to higher ground is just part of living on Carolina Beach. And when you come back, you may be dealing with downed power lines, flooded streets, and damaged property. Some folks thrive on the resilience. Others decide that one hurricane season is enough. Rising cost and the affordable beach myth. For years, Carolina Beach was seen as the affordable beach compared to Wrightsville. Not anymore. Prices have surged, vacation rentals drive up the demand, and investors scoop up properties for Airbnbs. So if you're picturing a cheap little beach cottage, you might be shocked at today's prices. Parking wars and tourists are everywhere. Living at the beach means dealing with tourists and their cars. Summer weekends, parking spaces vanish by 9 a.m. and side streets can fill up. Locals often complain about visitors either blocking the driveway or ignoring the parking rules. Even grocery stores and restaurants can get packed. So while it's fun to have a boardwalk and all the events that come with that, you're also competing with thousands of visitors for just basic stuff, schools and families. Carolina Beach does have schools, but here's the reality. Because it's a smaller community, school options are limited, And with growth, classrooms are feeling the squeeze. If you've got kids, you'll want to carefully research school ratings and commute times. Some families end up driving back towards Wilmington for better options. By the way, if you are still considering a move to Carolina Beach, make sure to download my free Wilmington relocation guide. It's packed with details on neighborhoods, cost, and hidden challenges. The link is in the description below. Bugs, wildlife, and island living. Island life can mean critter life. Mosquitoes thrive in the marshes. Palmetto bugs love the humidity. And yes, snakes and gators can pop up around the freshwater ponds. Oh, let's not talk about the seagulls. They are aggressive, so leave your sandwich unattended at the beach and you'll see what happens. If you're a little squeamish or hate bugs, Carolina Beach can test you. HOAs and vacation rental drama. Many Carolina Beach neighborhoods have HOAs. That means rules, sometimes very strict rules. No parking your boat in the driveway, no short-term rentals without permission, and no funky paint colors. And where HOAs don't exist, vacation rentals do. That means constant turnover of neighborhoods, loud parties, and streets filled with out-of-state plates. It's not exactly the peaceful beach vibe some people have imagined. Retirees versus vacationers. Carolina Beach is a mix of retirees, families, and vacationers. That can create tension. Retirees want quiet mornings and fishing trips. Vacation renters want late night music and beach parties. And families, they just want some normalcy in between. Sometimes the mix works, but sometimes not so much. Nightlife and culture. Carolina Beach does have nightlife. They have bars, live music, boardwalk events, but if you're expecting big city culture, this is not it. Once summer's over, things can quiet down quite fast. Businesses might close earlier, and the whole vibe shifts from lively to sleepy. For some people, that's perfect, but for others, it can feel a little boring. Infrastructure and growth pains. With all the growth, infrastructure struggles to keep up. Roads get congested and parking is a constant battle. Utilities like the internet can be spotty in some areas. When you pack a growing population onto a small island, there are limits to what the infrastructure can really handle. Why people still move here. So after all that, why do people still move to Carolina Beach? Because despite the traffic, the flooding, and the tourists, it's still the beach. You've got the boardwalk, fishing charters, events like the Carolina Beach Music Festival, state parks and trails, and of course, the ocean just steps away. For the right person, it can be paradise, but you have to know what comes with the package. So, don't move to Carolina Beach if you hate traffic, tourists, and hurricanes. Don't move here if you need Costco down the street or you're worried about flood insurance. Finally, don't move here if you don't like bugs, HOAs, or seagulls ruining your day. But if you want ocean views, a vibrant boardwalk, and island living, Carolina Beach might be the perfect spot for you. Make sure to contact me below if you'd like to see more listings in Carolina Beach and the surrounding areas. For Living in Wilmington NC, I'm Kevin Millard. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.